Alrighty, guys, I want to welcome you guys to the Florida Coast to Coast Football Show. Guys, I have a very, very exciting show lined up for you guys tonight. I got none other than Coach P, 10U head coach of the Lauderdale Lakes Vikings, aka the Abg Boyz. Coach P, what's going on, my guy?
What's going on with you, Jed?
I'm cooling, man. Hey, first and foremost, man, hey, thanks for coming on to the show, man.
No problem.
Hey, man, first, P, I want to congratulate you, man, on a huge victory yesterday, man. That was a hard-fought game, man, but you guys came out victorious.
Appreciate it.
Hey, all right. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry, what's that, P?
Nah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, no, I was just saying, man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So, hey, P, man, how did the Holiday Classic come about, man?
A few great minds, few great, organization with eye-catching, appealing coaches and teams.
Okay.
And we talked about it. We had a meeting about it. Talked over the phone, met up about it, and we just said we'll do it. Everybody agreed upon it, and that's what it was. So we feel like we wanted to get a city a show, and that's what we did.
Hey, man, listen. My phone didn't stop ringing today, man. I'm gonna tell you, you guys definitely put on a show, and that Holiday Classic sure lived up to all the expectations everybody had of it, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That was the whole point. Me a up and coming name. My name been floating around a little bit as far as with my program, but with my boys and my coaches, without them I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I give all the praise and glory to my coaches and my team, mom, staffs. You know what I'm saying? And my staff. Like I said, my staff.
Yeah.
The kids first and foremost. The parents, my staff, my complete staff, and of course, like I said, my team moms. They my glue. This is how it all stick together.
Hey, I don't know about up and coming, Pete, man. You have won national championship, man.
Yeah, I know, but my name still ain't really respected out there, So, like I say, I'm not looking for nothing to be given to me. Everything is earned.
Yeah,
so,
for sure,
like I
for
say,
sure.
I won one, but I guess because I ain't the one that the rowdy one, I always want to chip, talk and all that, So I guess, they overlook me and go to the more eye-catching, talkative dudes,
Gotcha.
But it is. But like I said, our body of work speaks for itself.
For sure, most definitely, man, most definitely. So, Pete, was it difficult for you to get your parents to buy into sacrificing their holiday, for a youth football game?
Actually, it wasn't difficult at all because I asked it. The first question I asked before we got started with even going through with it.
Okay.
The first question was, parents, are y'all free on Monday? Will anybody be out of town? Do you have anything planned?
Gotcha.
And if not, would y'all like to play a Monday night game? On the big stage level. Up
sure.
Under the lights, something that we're not. Don't mind doing. We used to it,
For sure.
So they said, oh yeah, cool. Oh, this parent said I ain't got to go nowhere. That parent said I ain't got to go nowhere. So it went on, and once my parents was in agreement to it, of course my staff was in agreement to it. So we made it happen.
For sure, man, for sure. Looking at the success of the event and also the quality of football that was played. Is that something that you would like to see happen on an annual basis, man? Where you guys get together and try to put the top teams, in one place, on a big stage like that, and maybe even add, some of the other top teams from around the state to come down, and play on that Monday?
If it was up to me, and I'm sure like many others that's in this game and that they got the good team, got the up-and-coming teams with quality coaching, quality players, I'm sure they'll be very much interested in pursuing with something that, what I'm saying. We had a nice little turnout, very nice little turnout.
Definitely.
So I think that's something that for years to come that can be real big.
Yeah, I think so as well, man. I think so as well. just looking at the quality of football, that was played, I mean, the amount of people that were out there, for that game, I really think that definitely made a statement in terms of what youth football is and also what the possibilities are for youth football, especially in South Florida, because, I mean, that turnout was like none other, man. And think about it, there was only 2 games that yesterday, man. So I would definitely love to see something like that, grow and, move into something that's a lot bigger, where, we're getting, the best of the best, throughout, the state, to come down and try to plant that flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So one of the things for me, just looking at it as a, just, from football eyes, man, and knowing that, the Ravens weren't on you guys' regular season schedule, how important was it to you and also to your staff and your team, to see those guys, before you, got into the postseason?
Well, actually, it wasn't whether it was the postseason,
okay,
whether it was the season, whether, it was in the big dance, it really didn't matter when we played them,
Okay, okay.
It wasn't no time limit on it,
Gotcha,
But,
gotcha.
the sooner the better is always great.
For sure.
So we had a chance with them, regular season. So we went at it. Hey, let's do it. We ain't backing down. I'm a little banged up, injury. I got players that's not in. But it is what it is. We ain't backing down from no fight. We're ready to play football. Next man up.
Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, it's still just little league football, man. And that's the right perspective to have on it, man. Because, P, you and I, we talk a lot, offline, man, and that's one thing I do respect about guys like you, Omar, Rob Mack, and a couple of the other guys, man, that I feel are, approaching the game the right way is that, a lot of coaches, man, they would have been, jumping up and down if they didn't have to see a team like that, in the regular season schedule. But like you say, even though you guys are dealing with some injuries, you still put it all on the line and went out and played a game that you did not have to play. I mean, and that's to be commended. That's to be commended, man.
Most definitely. Yeah. So, like I said, with us, anybody you give us, man, we ain't ducking no phase. We went to Georgia, had some great work, some great preseason work.
Okay.
Played a very big front in the FU.
Okay.
I went into that game down two starters again.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not about some teams, like you say, some teams will be like, hey man, we ain't gonna play this. It's a tournament. It ain't that serious. We going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But the great ones, the ones who feel like they, still got something to play for, and this next man up. The ones that you're developing. Let's go out there and see what kind of talent they gonna come up with. Let's see what they gonna produce on the field. Let's see how well you developing these kids. And we play football.
Hey, listen, man, your team is definitely practicing what they're preaching in terms of next man up. Because looking at the players, that you guys, are down right now. A lot of coaches will be like, "No, man, we good. We'll just wait till this kid come back, till that kid come back." You're like, "No, man, and we still got some dogs, that's ready to step up and show that, they can tote the pill."
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, that's what's up, man. So, Pete, going into this game, man, you were very confident in terms of, what your team will be able to do going into this game. What was it that you saw, in your film study, that gave you, such confidence that you would, have success in this football game?
Far as when they go to that, it's just preparation for us.
Okay.
We gonna prepare for you, just like any team gonna prepare for us.
For sure.
If we feel that whatever your weaknesses are, if we feel like we can dominate in those areas, we're gonna dominate in those areas. But at the end of the day, it's still got to be a game plan, and the kids got to buy in what you're doing, what you're teaching, and they got to go out there and execute. So again, it don't matter who line up in front of. our preparation is going to be always incredible because we're not overlooking nobody. I don't care if you're supposed to be the sorriest team, you know what I'm saying, or the not so well coached team. However you is, we're gonna prepare for you. We're gonna prepare. We're not overlooking nobody. We once used to call ourselves the underdogs before we called ourselves ABG.
For sure.
Yeah, we started out like that, but again, we just come to play good football. That's it. Fundamentally, physically, like we're gonna be sound. One team, one sound.
Hey P, I'll tell you, for me watching your team yesterday, I was impressed at the speed, of your skill players. I mean, and how your running backs were really, getting to it. And they were really getting downhill, man. I mean, for some 10-year-old kids, they really understand what it is that you need from them, from those positions. Now, going into that game, with your bruiser, big block, not being available, did you think that you guys would have the success that you had, in the ground game that you had yesterday?
Yeah, I still was very confident in the ground game.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely missed block.
Most definitely.
That's without a doubt. We most definitely missed block, but we still feel we're gonna be effective on the football field. We still feel like we got the guys in the camp to get the job done, and that's what's important. My running back coach, he does well with the coaches, So when it comes to those backs know what they're doing, and we're watching some of them slowly develop and becoming what you're going to call premier backs. So they definitely gonna punch that ticket.
Hey, listen, the big stage did not affect them at all, man. They weren't timid. They're ready to get to it. And watching just the poise, of those running backs, I'm telling you, I was extremely impressed with how effective you guys ran that ball yesterday, man. Those two running backs you got was toting the pill yesterday, man, for sure.
Yeah, they good now. They live for the lights. They done been in the biggest of the biggest. Like you say, man, we done played for a title before. We done won a title.
Yeah, for sure.
So they this is all so familiar for them. Playing under the lights is like nothing to them.
That's what's up.
It's like, man, they relish the crowd. Hey, man, bring it on.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, P, youth football has just exploded down there, man, where it's much bigger than just a game, on the field. So what I also enjoyed about yesterday, man, is it had everything of one of those old school, types of fields, man. You had a powerhouse team from Broward, a powerhouse team from Dade, two national, championship, winning coaches, going head to head. Just speak to just the youth football climate in South Florida and how important it is to win games, like that, on the big stage, especially, from a team in your own league, and in your backyard, another powerhouse. How important, are those games down there in South Florida?
Those guys are very important because at the end of the day, you play the games to get better.
Yeah.
And what it does is confidence builders. So, again, like you say, playing against a well-established program, well-established team, and a well-established coach.